Welcome to Dan ARG YouTube. Comrade Stanley Osaze Osakwenokwodi. They talk about the protest wey happen today for Edo State. Because of bag of cement where the price don't go up to 4,000 naira only for Edo State. The people wey protest today give the Edo State government 14 days from now make they take do something about that price. Make I leave you now, make you hear from Comrade Stanley Osaze. Wait till you get to talk for this matter. Enjoy the video.
Shockingly, the park near you turn over. The park near tomorrow. A great good evening to ever conscious Edo people worldwide. I remain my humble self, your number right activist, Comrade Stanley Osaze Osakwenokwodi, the Coordinator General, Edo Diaspora Connect Worldwide, the CEO, Stalosadi Enterprise, in fact, the CEO of Woman Edo State. Of a truth, it's so pathetic that I was not able to join in the protest against the hiking price of cement in Nigeria and in Edo State. And I have followed suit all the activities that transpired during the exercise, and I must commend the vibrancy, the strength and vigor of the civil society organization. If the civil society organization is coming out like this to address issues, believe you me, governments across board would have been putting us into consideration before taking actions. The last time I discussed about the price of cement and the increment, I did say that looking at Dangote as a person, as a businessman, is a big mistake, even if we agree to the fact that it's part of the problem. I said the problem must be channeled to our government, who is putting excruciating policies, who has increased the price of diesel and premium auto spirits, lack of electricity and many more. Under a normal situation, we have the deposit here in Edo State. That is to say, those who are even clamoring for 2,000 naira for cement to return to 2,000 naira, I refuse to agree. Under the Jonathan dispensation before 2016, cement was sold at the cost of 1,200. Can't it return below 1,200? Must everything increase in Nigeria? No, you will not expect a businessman that want to go into business to have losing as the orientation to run such a business. The goal and objective of a businessman is profit maximization. Plug this thing for me. Is profit maximization. And if profit maximization is your driving force, definitely you are going to put into consideration environmental factors. Remove those ones. Remove those top ones. You are going to put into consideration environmental factors, access to raw materials. When we talk about access to raw material, we are not talking about the raw material in itself. You are talking about right to fee simple determinable, right to fee simple absolute, right to have access, which includes good road network, infrastructure, good road network, infrastructure. But as we speak today, Go and look at the federal roads across the country. Not across the country, in the southern part of Nigeria. You will know that there is gross injustice existing in this country. Despite the fact that I was not able to meet up because it was more or less like an impromptu basis, but I saw in the rally, I saw in the protest, where they said they give a 14 days ultimatum. May God give us good health. May God give us long life and prosperity. And those will be mobilized to be part and parcel of the 14 days ultimatum if issues are not being addressed. As we speak, people can no longer have access to building or carry out any construction work. Do you know how much it is to buy a tipper of sand? Those ones are even taking an advantage of the lukewarm attitude of the Buhari administration to continue to unleash economic terror on the good people of Nigeria, Edo specifically. And I think for the government of Governor Godwin Obaseki should be able to come out and stand against these people. If not, it may be perceived as if we are condoling the nefarious, obnoxious activities of these persons, and which we consider as an actions that is repugnant to natural justice, equity, and good conscience. The administration should be able to, most especially these disgruntled tipper drivers. Sorry, not even tipper drivers, pit owners. A man gave the sum of 23 million naira to a community for a period of 10 years to exploit sand from the community. In 1 year, you have made more than 23 million, and still you increase the price because you want to be richer than the world. So I'm going to do an extensive video on this, but now I was moved I was perturbed by the actions of these great men and women of inestimable value. And I think before the expiration of the 14 days ultimatum, we should keep the fire burning. Our social media handles should be able to send messages to the entire world that the good people of Edo State stand to vehemently resist the deliberate, orchestrated economic onslaught against the good people of Edo State and Nigeria. I commend the able-bodied men and women who stood firmly, regardless of party or political affiliation, regardless of friendly ties, who stood firmly to come out to vehemently resist this gross manipulation, coup, economic injustice against the good people of Nigeria and the good people of Edo State. On my part as Osakweno Kwodi and crew, it is not all about working and getting from the society. It is, what have you impacted on the society? We know the track record are there. When I get them before not be your property, we should be able to continue in that course. Forget the fact that it has been done in the past. We need continuation so as to be able to ensure economic and political Eldorado for the good people of Edo and Nigeria. The beautiful part of it is that Edo has been able to create a motherboard or a template that can better address basic challenges militating against the Nigerian nation. If we trickle our memory back to all the activities that took place when police brutality becomes the order of the day, the activity picked up, and the good people of Edo State, despite the fact that some selected miscreants hijacked the protest infrastructure to satisfy their aim, which to date we continue to accuse the federal government of knowing the secret behind the deliberate activity that transpired just to quench the growing and popular protest in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Few days back, I lamented and I said, where are the civil society organizations? I did not elude myself from the scheme of things. Under the Jonathan dispensation, a mere announcement to remove subsidy, we almost killed him. Go and read the book of Jonathan, My Transition Hour. He openly agreed. Excuse me, please. Hello? Okay, Madina. He openly admits in his writer, in his book, where the mother of Jonathan almost died when she saw her son being buried in a symbolic way, all because of a mere announcement to withdraw petroleum subsidy. But as of today, I don't know if it is because the president of Nigeria, His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari, is a military junta. Nobody or group of persons has been able to come out to tell him, Your Excellency, you are leading Nigeria astray. Everybody is busy playing politics. They want to be in the good book of Mr. President. Go and hustle. Mr. President doesn't care about you. It is the truth. You can see policemen. I saw it on a video. A policeman that will serve for more than 30 years. He cannot even build a house apart from corruption. Instead of you to support the cause, you are showing negative allegiance that is not from your heart to a country that is robbing you of your right. You have the deposit in your country. You have the infrastructure to, in fact, Edo State cement infrastructure or deposit is the highest and most strongest in sub-Saharan Africa. I didn't say Nigeria. Go and investigate in sub-Saharan Africa. But to date, we are being pushed into the backwater of economic decadence. What I have noticed is that it's like the feudal lords, the bourgeois, are not happy with the fact that the young ones, the youths, are growing to see the limelight. They want us to remain in mud houses. If not, I see no reason why they will be busy enjoying the nefarious, obnoxious activities of this group of disgruntled elements who are not taking an advantage of the lukewarm attitude of government to siphon and to loot the people of their economic right. As we speak, some selected persons' memory has been looted. They cannot come out to say the truth. The question is Nigerian fight against oppression ending in the hands of late Gani Fawoyemi? Where are the likes of David Ogolo? Where are the likes of Ostino Sakwe? Where are the likes of Olumatins? Where are the likes of Osakwe Nokwoti? Where are the likes of top civil society activists in Edo? All of us are shying away. I decided to add myself to it because I cannot be talking about civil society and be removing myself from the scheme of things. We should be able to lead by example. So if there is problem, Usakweno Kwudi should be able to take responsibility. As I have earlier said in my previous video, we have failed. Thank God the civil society has decided to reinvigorate their strength. And I commend them. I commend us. And by the power of God Almighty, in the expiration of 14 days ultimatum, we will mobilize the streets to be part of the process. We advise the Commissioner of Police. We know he's living in affluence. In fact, the paraphernalia of his office, when we reach Pinot, let me know. The paraphernalia of his office is so suitable that if he needs 100 bags today, it's just to pick his phone calls. This disgruntled economic elements will be ready to make it available for him for as long as there are sustainable templates to continue to make the masses of the people dry. I just want to be laconic and direct to the point. We will come out to discuss extensively on this. Thank you very much, all Edo people. Thank you very much, members of the civil society. And I want to call on all the civil societies, most especially those who are busy dividing the society in the name of leadership and power. Forget about the tussle. Forget about the power tussle. Come out. The primary responsibility of our noble group is to resist the deliberate onslaught of those who believe that they have been organized in a system called government to subjugate the interest of the people into the backwater of economic and political decadence. I am glad to see that the institution, the group, as recognized by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended 1999, there exists the right for civil societies, and you do not need a registration to be part of this. As a Nigerian, your constitution vested you with the impetus whatsoever to freedom of association and freedom of expression. Nobody or group of persons have such rights, all because of the fact that they are within the purview of a system that can subjugate the overall goals and objectives of the people under their control in the name of government. Wake up. It is a clarion call. Let's be part of it. Thank you very much, because if it's made cheap, now for me and you, if it's dear, now me and you, all of us get we go to one bill later. Dangote is reaching on a daily basis. Policeman go serve for many enough best mate. Then they use you. You think say you do work. Your salary as a policeman, an average policeman, no if you pay one bag of rice.
You don't let that come on phone.
Dangote, wetin dey worry? No say if you use and start. Dangote dey block my road. No say if you use and start for Benin. E dey craze. Enter road.
Run one way.
You dey run one way for street. Wait, wetin make this guy dey run one? Why you dey run one way?
They run one way.
Come. Method that kill you. Method that kill all of you. You dey craze. One way kill you. Take care. So that is the truth. For now, no one go talk with you and also with you.
I beg, help us share this video. If you never subscribe to Dan ARG YouTube, try make you subscribe so that make you for the hear all the things where they happen for Edo State. Make I leave you now with this video, make you help us share. Thank you for watching Dan ARG YouTube.